in a country of 200 million people, I think you have had more than your fair share. Because if you are going to share the time among 200 million people, if you have taken 8 years, you have taken a lion's share. Not everybody will have that privilege. So if you have had that privilege, just be thankful and then move to the thing that every reflective person should be able to say that. If you permit me to go into scriptures, Samuel was a leader for Israel. There was a time Israel clamored for a king, and God said, give them a king. So when he anointed Saul to be a king over Israel, he spoke to them. He said, judge me. Is there anybody whose ass I have taken, or anybody whose horse I have stolen? Have I taken a bribe from anyone? And all that. So it's like a self-accounting. When you are exiting from a position of public trust, you need to be humble enough and down to earth enough to know that you will not have done everything perfectly. So there will always be an opportunity to say, if I wronged you, forgive me. It may not be that he actually wronged, but he should be factual enough to say, if I wronged anyone, please forgive.
Indeed, there are some who feel that the president...
that will also not quite be factual. Because in 2015, we knew where Nigeria was. Today, we know where we are. Can you compare where we are today to 2015? You mentioned 3 things. 1, okay, let me take the Chibok girls first. How many of them were spirited away? 267, I think. About 57 escaped immediately. And over 100, maybe 115, 120, have been returned by the administration. The ones that are left, I think 90-something, they are Nigerians. They have a right to be brought back. But then, if a government came in, when the trail was already cold, and you couldn't trace where the girls were taken, you can't then blame it solely for not bringing them back. That would not be quite right. Dapchi girls were taken under the administration. Within the week, they were recovered, except maybe 5, including Lesharibu, sadly. So, I believe that with the Chibok girls, we should rather appreciate God and appreciate government for what was achieved. It's not as if government folded its hands and didn't do anything. It did its level best. And because government is a continuum, the incoming government, if it recovers more of those girls, yes, the country will gladly receive them. That is one, Chibok girls. You also mentioned insurgency. Oh, would you say where we are today in the area of insurgency was where we were in 2015? No. Even there's an international report, if you permit me to share, which gives the death toll from terrorist attacks between 2011 and 2022. One single soul lost is bad enough. It should not happen. But what does the report say? In 2011, Nigeria lost 447 souls to insurgency, to terrorism. In 2012, it spiked to 1,506. In 2013, it went to 2,015. In 2014, mark the figure, 7,775, the highest in 2014. In 2015, it dropped to 5,567. 2016, 2,147, 2017, 1,809, 2018, 2,577, 2019, 1,718, 2020, 2,102, 2021, 497, and 2022, 385. Compare that to 7,775 in 2014. Can anybody now say we are where we were as at the time this government came? That person would not be fair.